welcome to my channel. Today we are doing a wear test of the Nars Natural Radiant Longwear Foundation. I got it in shade 3.5 Salzburg. Please remember to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you're not already subscribed. I do videos like this all the time just to see how foundations hold up on my combo oily mature aging skin. See if the claims of a foundation really hold up. So if you want to see if this foundation melts off my face by the end of the day, you're in the right place. Stay tuned. When I wore this so I've tried it two ways. I've tried it with just a beauty blender, and then when I wore it last time, I actually applied it with my fingers first. Most Nars foundations, the creator actually recommend, like, he makes them to be used with your fingers. Not a lot of people like to use their hands when they're applying foundation, but I will say when I wore it the other day, I used my fingers first and then I went in with a beauty blender and kind of built it up a little bit, and I definitely preferred that, so that's what we're going to do today. I'm not doing half brush, half beauty blender like I usually do because I've already worn this foundation and I know that I like it with fingers first and then built up a little bit with the beauty blender. Okay. Comes with a pump top, which is very nice. Oh, I do have under eye concealer on already. I'm going to try to avoid that area. This is just like one tiny little dip into the product, so a little bit goes a long way. I normally don't do my concealer first, but since I already have my eyes done, I decided to be a rebel and just go for it. I'm going to take my beauty blender and just tap that out around my eye where I have the concealer already. Still working with that same one pump on the back of my hand, so just so you guys know. Product claims to look stronger, stay longer with skin recognition pigments for the truest color match and 16 hours of wear, featuring Nars Skin Optimizing Complex, raspberry, apple, and watermelon extracts for smoother, healthier looking skin. I am recovering from a few breakouts, so I do have some little flaky patches on my skin. I will zoom in when I'm all done getting this on and show you guys. In case you guys haven't watched any of my videos before, I don't usually tend to have dry patches, so this is kind of a first for me. I got some new like spot treatment stuff for acne, and it did a good job. I mean, it really dried them out, but it made the skin very flaky. So now I'm going in with a little bit more on my damp sponge. This is the Eco Tools version of the Beauty Blender. I find that when I do this, it just really just softens everything. Like all my large pores and all that stuff just looks so much better. So I'm just putting a little bit on the back of my hand and kind of like dabbing the sponge into it and going in and building up the areas where I need more coverage around my age spots, hyperpigmentation, all that fun stuff. I had some issues on a video with someone not understanding that this is a birthmark, and they were quite upset that I didn't disclose it. So just so you guys know, this is a birthmark. I don't care about it being covered up, so I don't ever try to like color correct and build and do all this crap to cover it. It's a birthmark. I was born with it, so that we're all on the same page. I really hope this foundation lasts because, as you guys will see when I get up closer, it looks really nice on the skin. I'm really liking it. I'm going to be pretty bummed if it kind of breaks down throughout the day. And I'm really just barely pouncing that on my skin. I'm not pushing hard or anything. It like smooths everything out. So when I use my fingers and put it on, all my large pores and everything get really exaggerated because the product just sits in them. So when you go over the top of it with the beauty blender, it really just smooths everything out. Now the trick will be to see if it stays that way. All right, we are up nice, close and personal so you guys can see. So this is with the one light layer, just blended out with my fingers and then just kind of going in and pouncing a little bit where I needed it. It does have more of a dewy finish, and I do need to set it because it doesn't dry down all the way. It stays pretty tacky, and because of my oily skin, especially my T-zone, when I try to blend product on top of it, it's gonna move all over my face. So I will be setting it. I am going to do the rest of my face and I'll be right back. I just talked to you guys for like 5 minutes and forgot to hit record. I set my face with my Too Faced Peach Perfect Mattifying Loose Setting Powder. I really like this powder. I like the finish that it gives the skin. It does not, however, help the longevity of my foundation at all. So if it lasts on my skin, it's not because of this powder. That is what everything looks like. It blended out beautifully on top of the powder and I'm really liking it. We will check back at the end of the day to see if this has melted off my face or not. Fingers crossed, because I'm really liking it so far. Please hold up. Hi guys, it is 6 o'clock and I am going to be doing my final check-in right now. I was going to wait until 8, so it was on for a full 8 hours. It has only been on for 6 hours, but I have a really bad migraine all day today. So I just gotta lay down. I can't keep protecting my face so that I can show you guys how this foundation's wearing. I'm gonna zoom in and I'll give you my final thoughts, and then I'm really sorry. I'm gonna have to call it a day. Just real quick though, it's for 6 hours and I've been laying down with a hot pack, a cold pack, rotating all day. So all things considered, it's actually holding up really good, especially because I've been laying on my face. So yeah, let me zoom in so you guys can see up close. It is breaking apart a little bit on my chin and around my nose. Still looks really good around my pores. It did wear off on the outsides of my cheek because from laying on the heating pad. My forehead wrinkles holding up really good. So I will say, if you have a lot of dry patches, I don't know how it would look around those, because the couple that I have up here, it does look a little not too great around the dry patches. If you were extremely dry with a lot of flaky patches, I don't particularly think it'd be a good foundation for you. For me, it being so oily and not wearing a primer, this is just directly on the skin. I think it is doing an amazing job, and I really like this foundation. Let me know your guys' thoughts down below. Again, I am so sorry. Hopefully you guys understand. Thank you guys so much. Have a good night. I will talk to you guys later.